हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
तो सुबह डॉन न्यूज़ में पब्लिश हुआ था कि पाकिस्तान ने अफगान जो रेफ्यूजीज़ हैं उनको डिपोर्ट करना शुरू कर दिया है और दो अफराद जो हैं वो कंटेनर के उल्टा होने से, जो हमारे सामान के जो कंटेनर्स होते हैं उसमें उनको भर भर के डाला जा रहा है और बॉर्डर्स के पास जाके छोड़ा जा रहा है। तो दो अफराद हलाक हैं, 14 जख्मी हैं। एज केयर टेकर PM of the country, as the premier of the country, do you not think that this is, again, we make it seem to the rest of the world that we are so magnanimous, look, we're a poor country, we're struggling so much, but we've taken in millions of Afghan refugees and we're giving them a chance at a good life. Is this a chance at a good life? And what is your government essentially going to do to ensure that such loss of life, like we've seen this morning, does not happen and that they're treated humanely, even if the deportation is happening, that it follows the due process of the law and it follows refugee law as well at the same time?
First of all, I get so overwhelmed and so happy when people and youngsters like yourself speak with passion. I really like it. This is the way one should be. First of all, my dear, where are you from? Are you from Lahore? Where are you from, if I may ask? Karachi. Okay. First of all, we are not sending one single refugee to Afghanistan. This is the biggest skewed presentation of our policy, which I keep repeatedly explaining to the people in my cabinet, outside the cabinet, on the TV, and give it to her. I have to explain it to her like I do it to my cabinet colleagues. There are around 5 million Afghans on this soil for last 50 years, or 40 or 45 years. And there are 3 categories of those people. The one is registered Afghan refugee, whom we have got obligation according to 1951 Geneva Convention, which by the way was the product of Holocaust, and it was during, not during post-Second World War, when the Holocaust was happening in Germany, the Jews were running away and they were trying to have asylum in different parts of the world. This 1951 Geneva Convention was designed by League of Nations and then adopted by United Nations. We are, by the way, not signatory to that convention. Pakistan is a state. Let me clarify that too. Without a signatory, we have entertained those refugees for 40, 45 years. And anyone who's registered with UNHCR and our authorities as a refugee and who's residing either in the camps or otherwise is not being sent back. This is not what we are doing. Then there are people, which is around 1 or 1.2 million, who are categorized as illegal aliens. They don't have any sort of documents. They don't have travel documents. They either are here, we don't know, maybe leading a prayer in a mosque or engaging with a terrorist or maybe with a drug lord or maybe contributing as a nurse in some hospital. They're both categories, good and bad both. But we are not visible to that. We don't know. I don't know whether you are a good student or a poor student. But you are a student. That's all I know. So in my system, I don't have visibility on them, and there is a need which all the countries around the world do, including Afghanistan. If you attempt and if you try to go there without documents, without Pakistani passport, you will see what kind of experiment you get over there. They don't allow entry without documents. You have to have a visa, a travel document, but for them, they want to have it all free. So what we have done here, that we are trying to bring them into a system, and all these illegal aliens, phase-wise, we are sending them back, encouraging them to go voluntarily, or otherwise send them back. According to the law, there is law, Foreign Act is there, which empowers us that we send back any foreigner or alien who is not into our lawful system. Once they go back, they have all the right to come back. They are not perpetually banned from entering into Pakistan. If they want to come back, they should issue a travel document from their own country, go to our mission, get a visa from there, whether they want to come for studies, for business, for any other purpose, just tourist visa, whatever. They definitely can come. But we need a regulated moment and regime with our neighbor. We should have done it earlier. We are late, but we're going to do it now.
Sir, I absolutely agree. There needs to be, a documentation of all the citizens of Pakistan, and we obviously cannot proceed without having Nadra cards, without having CNICs, all of that. They also cannot then access the healthcare system and other provisions. I completely agree with you there. What we saw this morning was people being loaded into cargo trucks, and I don't know if you would want to deny the Dawn news report as completely false, in which circumstance this conversation would not be happening. But 2 people have died in the legal process of deportation that is happening.
Some 90,000 people have been killed in this country, while some sort of role of such individuals has been identified and concluded by the authorities in this country. I mean, I am pained too, as like you are pained by these 2 deaths. There are many deaths on all the sides. Are we for the deaths? No. Has an accident happened? I will see into that. Was it deliberate? No. We're not murderers. Come on.
Absolutely. No, I'm not saying that we
Right?
are. Yeah.
And sometime, what happened on the boats in and around Mediterranean, when people watched them criminally when they were drowning. Pakistan has not done that. What happens in the strong conservative immigration regime of Australia? They created islands where they do not allow anyone to come to their shores and take advantage of their asylum laws. So what we are doing over here this morning, I had a cabinet meeting in which I think so there would be few who were sitting there, that we have to ensure the dignity of the people, because they would be vulnerable, they would be women, they would be children, and we cannot give license to our own either police agencies or other state agencies to take advantage of these vulnerable groups. I've instructed my interior minister that it should get translated to the execution level, to the implementation level. We are trying. I am a Pashtun myself. Most of them, they come from my ethnicity. So I won't be insensitive to the cultural requirements, to other humanistic requirements. All I can assure you that we are equally decent human beings, just like yourself. If you are feeling for these 2 deaths, trust me, we do too. And we not just feel for them, we try to rectify also that something bad does not happen, and at the same time, our policies get implemented too.
Many hands up.